Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the UConn Huskies, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready. This college football playoff game. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So the Akron Zips offense will have some work to do here thanks to that bad return. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
They'll tackle him out across the 20. And the Zips will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The Zips come to the line, start a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Short connection to the tight end here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Short pass finds the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Zips pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's the running back in the flat. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Breaks loose at the 40. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screenplay. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. The Zips looking to keep this drive rolling. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught near the goal line. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. And the Zips looking to run some tempo here. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Zips. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Huskies offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys, Kirk. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
He pulls in the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that short completion. And the quarterback dropping back. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman. Nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. No huddle now for the offense. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Zips getting set on 1st and 10.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. To make the throw, and he put it on target.
Grab behind the line. It's Wolf. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Well, Kirk Akron has the lead here. He reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Aiming for the end zone. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. And the Zips will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. For a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Here's the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. Third down play for this offense. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Running play called on third and short. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner is brought down. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. The Zips will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, just a drive killer right there. Seemed to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Offense on the field to take over. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And that's a great punt. Goes out of bounds down near the goal line. They'll spot it there. The Akron offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looks right for a quick completion. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Rifles this football to the left. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete. And the Zips will have to kick it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And it's fielded at the 40. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a big gain. The Zips come to the line in the hurry up. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he flings it out to the left. He had all day to throw. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And UConn's offense is back out there. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Pressure is coming. He's moving out of the pocket. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
And the Zips will kick this away to get the second half going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. A new set of downs after that completion.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense going with the hurry up.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense. He'll ride the back again here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking for 6. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. The Zips looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Grab behind the line. It's Wolf. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looking to pass here on second down. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all in this game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Akron.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's a quick grab. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here's the second down play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So Kirk Akron has the lead here. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
The Akron offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. In the clear at the 25. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And it's complete downfield. And the ball to the ground. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Now the important point after attempt.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. When he's got some space here. On the move. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 for the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And UConn's offense is back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, this offensive line is so caught up in making sure that they're accounting for the defensive line. Nobody sees the inside linebacker, and he comes home on a blitz and gets the sack.
Second and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute in the defense. Coming. Here the interception cost him.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks like he's going to run it. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
So incomplete pass on second down sets up a 3rd and inches. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. So on 3rd and inches, they try to throw for it, and it backfires. You have to question that call, perhaps.
Anything on the ground, quarterback sneak, an easy inside run would have gotten this first down. It's clear that they made the wrong decision. They rolled the dice, and man, does it backfire.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Zips. And the route is on. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down, looking to throw the football. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and then the snap of the ball catching the offensive line off guard.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The punt team making their way on the field. He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. Looking downfield. It's Torres. He's going to take off. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
He These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he's brought down there. And the Zips looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Trying to get the throw off. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. We'll see what the offense dials up. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw again. The pocket breaking down. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
He missed it. That's just a minor blip in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Quarterback operating an empty set. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off.
Will he score here? Touchdown, Akron. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Three guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch, And he's tackled after the catch. That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief.
And he is wide open for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here. Let's it go.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's running out of time here. Oh, and they've got him, and that will do it as this game ends on a sack. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You playing or what, Hawk? Comment in the comment section. Keep playing or what, chat? Sounds a little aggressive. No, I told you to advance in the point at hello with. Sounds a little aggressive. I ain't gonna lie. Do you hear who got my phone? Tell them who got my phone. Lippy got my phone. Yeah, BBI got the phone. You got the phone. Yeah, I got the phone. Straight up. What's wrong with him? Wait, should I give? Michigan. Mind if I do? Overall. Alright, here goes nothing. Chat. Hey chat, if y'all give me 100 roses, I'll send 3 seasons on these things. Thank you, Ruben Hall. Thank you, Ruben Hall, for the drinks. Hey, you see the freshie? The freshie. Nebraska. What is this, the 90s? What's this? But I ain't even looked at the bracket. Appalachian. Man. East Carolina, Appalachian State, Iowa State. What's going on up here? Nebraska whooped SMU. Whooped Notre Dame. Whooped beat Notre Dame. Whooped my ass. Oh shit. Put back on the Huntington. Well, chat. App State. I'm out of touch right now. I ain't know, boy. He went off. Get in touch with what's going on. I didn't know he won that. He only sophomore or junior. First. Minutes. My offers, ain't nobody steal my movie. Nebraska. Greg going crazy somewhere right now.
Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the College Football Playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last vote to clear before the national championship.
Pretty confident, but that Akron squad, I mean, for a MAC team, former MAC team, they're pretty solid. I'm a little worried.
The chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today?
17. That's a big spread to cover.
The
These niggas
kickoff
do
team
got
is
3
out there,
losses. I
and
just
here
saw.
we go with this playoff
They get in here with
semifinal
3
game.
losses.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers
17's
offense
crazy,
making their way on the
especially
field
if the
today.
computer want to play.
This game
How
in
they
Atlanta, I think
play?
it's
Oh,
the
they got black
mecca of
quarterback.
college
That looks
football.
like
And
trouble.
over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen
Like
underdog
trouble.
teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece
Your
of this.
baby waking
And
up.
Chris, think
That's
about it. The
even
Peach
more
Bowl, kind of
trouble.
like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff
15
expansion.
tight ends on the
They
field.
put on
Oh
a
my!
great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget? And
And a nigga
2022,
coming in the
field goal in
backfield.
the game
What
that
is going
potentially
on?
wins it for Ohio State was
These niggas
kicked
running wing
in
T.
2022 and wide left and hits the
Fucking
ground
Chardon.
in the year of 2023.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback
Stars
keeps it
pulling
here.
everywhere.
The defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to
Niggas
give
running
yourself
the
a better
opposite
chance
way.
on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big
Feel
third
like
down to
defending
see
all
if this
this.
offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete
over
on
there.
the overthrow. Just too much on
These,
that ball.
these niggas don't even know how to
It looked
throw
like
the ball.
quarterback
But
had
they run the
everything
ball
that he needed there, had great protection.
87
Receiver
times a
ran
game.
nice route, just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. The Zips offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the
Oh, wait, I didn't read that right. It
players
said
in
it's
today's
the
game. How
disciple.
they're gonna affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only
Yeah.
when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play
I'm
just didn't
running
have
to
much
the
of a chance
outside
at all
and I
for
get
the
caught by a
snap.
D-tap.
Hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together with this drive? A pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Cornhuskers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming out.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
So to avoid another punt here in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down. The Zips will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Important second down play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27, and the Zips will crank up the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. It's a first and 10 play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. First open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that.
Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Boy, the offense catches a break here, Chris. You know, all week long as a coach, you work on the fundamentals, so when you get out into the game, your players aren't overthinking. They're just being natural athletes. Here, they don't do a good job of securing the ball. It almost cost them. They're lucky to get that ball back.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Back's got it again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. The Akron offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to try to use his legs here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. The Zips hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Offense in hurry-up mode. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. No huddle here for the offense. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wolf. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And the Zips offense is on the move now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The shotgun handoff here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he finds a wide open. About him downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Here's a handoff on a counter. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Tackle made after just a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made on the right side. Defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He made good on his last attempt, but this one is from 45 yards out. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the Akron offense back out there. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Moves the ball up to the 30. The Zips hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Obvious false start there, moving too early.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking right, this one caught.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Zips will line up on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield. He connects with a wide open wide receiver. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Sticking with the running game. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And out comes the field goal unit. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. No problem. Knocks it right through. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So back to their own 9-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll run it on the jet sweep. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
Finding some room at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. 1st and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Well, this is why this quarterback goes to this tight end. His size and his athletic ability. The soft hands to make the catch. But, Chris, this is what separates him from other tight ends in the country. Look at him after the catch, breaking tackles and picking up more yardage.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. They'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Huskers.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down. The Zips will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Wolf. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. And he fires the football to the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
The Cornhuskers will kick it off to begin the second half. Oh, what a decision by the returner. He takes it back in the end zone and is tackled for a safety. On the return, it's Bush. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. The Akron offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. And the Zips come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back. Now. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. The Zips are moving quickly down the field.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Zip starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wolf. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Zips are going to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now the try for 2. Receiver in motion now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hernandez. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. On 1st down, it's play action. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. He's got it down at the 25. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
The defense has got it to... being aware of where this receiver is. He can hurt you anytime he wants downfield if you give him that opportunity.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Handoff to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust.
I was about to quit. These niggas are getting a little ridiculous.
Still no answer for this offense.
Lucky they didn't give me a chance to quit. Y'all lucky.
That touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? On the move, looking deep. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body.
Didn't even press that guy.
After a short
Cool.
return, but the interception gives the offense.
Let's speed this up. I don't have time. Oh, fuck, I thought it was a...
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs.
Fuck, this is not good. This is no good. Not good.
Offense looking to throw the ball.
Yeah, I did that nigga up. No, hold on.
Escape the pass rush.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Ball handed off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. And the Zips come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Now it's second down here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Zips are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
He's back to throw again on second down. He lets it go on the move. He's got it for a big gain. And the Zips have first and 10 here.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second and goal for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The tight end has got it. Touchdown, accurate. Strong game by this quarterback. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
This nigga got 99 speed. Can't catch the white boy from Nebraska. Crazy like. Crazy like.
Loading up to stop the run, but creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made, a lot of space now. Takes it all the way to the house.
These niggas are ridiculous.
Well,
they don't even have no business passing.
Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles.
They're unpredictable.
A play like this results in quick and positive results.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running out of time in the pocket. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. The Zips hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They stop him, but it's a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just...
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets rid of it on the move.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock. Working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Touchdown, Huskers. And the beatdown continues. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not
See, that was just a test to see if these niggas cheat, and they failed. It's a minute left. They're supposed to run the ball. I move my safeties out the way. They throw it to right where my safeties left from.
Better field position.
Wow. AI.
Oh, man. In
Wow.
situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
He's moving out of the pocket. Quick throw, catch made. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He shreds the tackle. They make the tackle, but that scramble earns him enough yards for the first down. And the Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Touchdown, Zips. Just ran away from the defense. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the Nebraska offense. Getting set. Here's second down. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And now the running back's got it again. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They're going to run it. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. The offense already has one 4th down conversion. They do it for a second time. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Returner tackled right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sacked, dropped at the 3. Important second down play coming up. So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short getting into that national championship game. Always stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys had done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum coming into tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win this game. They come up a little bit short, but still...